G'day guys, welcome to Rum's Fish Room. So I've never done a video like this. I'm actually just sitting at my dining room table. Have we ever done a video at my dining room table? I've got the tripod balancing on top of one of our terrariums to get a little bit more height. If anybody doesn't know, I only run a really short tripod and I didn't want you to have a nice double chin looking down at the camera. So hopefully I don't annoy anybody doing this video, but over the last, I think it's 24 hours, the video's here, 2 days. So the last 2 days, 15 people have inboxed me a link to this video. So it's Coralfish 12G. The video is called Secrets Shared by Thailand Flowerhorn Breeder. I'll drop a link in the description. It's only fair that I credit the video. I won't be showing any of the video on my video, so if you haven't seen it, I suggest you pause this right now and go and watch it. Or if you're on a computer, run it on the other screen and run it at 2 times speed, because I'm pretty much going to be playing it at 2 times speed and then commenting on what surprises me about the video. First of all, I want to say every single fish in this video is amazing, and I would like Dream to own them. Obviously, Camphor in Australia isn't really here. I'm breeding super red dragons and Thai silks and things like that. The dream is to breed Camphor, but if you watch this video and see how much space they are using to breed Camphor, I think you'll kind of understand why I haven't gone down that route yet. And if I did want to go into that extra bit of quality higher and higher, I would actually need to consider selling all my Africans and making the space for Flowerhorns. And I'm not ready to make that commitment, and I'm not sure if I ever will be. Anyway, let's get stuck into the video. Alright, so I'm going to try to keep looking at the camera, but looking at the phone, but looking at the camera. It's going to be a tough one. So it's just him talking at the start. I probably should have fast forwarded a little bit. Let's go skip. He's just meeting a few people. Whoa. Alright, so the tripod fell off the terrarium. Anyway, it was a good little bit for it to skip forward a bit. So the first thing I noticed is there is very limited filtration in these tanks, and it's one common theme I've noticed on every Thailand video I have seen, and I do plan on going to see it for myself one day. It probably would have been in October, but because of COVID it's not. So he's got 2 sponge filters in each tank. That spins me out. The only reason I think maybe they're getting away with that, looking at the first room, there's actually only 1 sponge filter in each tank, and the tanks look about 3 foot. So I'm guessing because our staff is so cheap over there, from what I can guess is they're doing daily 50% water changes, maybe even more. My tanks run at 6% water changes a day, and it's definitely not enough to run that little filtration. So, and the tanks are always spotless, besides the brown algae. But you guys have seen my tanks. When they get algae, that's not a worry for me, and it's clearly not a worry for these breeders. I guess the next thing I notice is all the tanks they look 3 by 14 by 18 maybe. They're not huge tanks, and later on in the video, we'll talk about it now, he's breeding his pairs in 3 foot tanks. I've tried to breed a pair in a 4 by 12 by 14, I think it is, what the standard 4 foots, and I felt it was too small, the pair had no room to escape. I'm not meant to be showing the video on the camera. One thing that I found interesting, if you look at all the tanks with only females, there's not even a filter in the tanks, there is only air. So they must be doing at least 50, maybe even 80% water change a day. They might even be doing 100, who knows? They don't talk about water changes in the video. If I visited Thailand, that would be my main question. How much do they water change? Also, comment below if you know a video that talks about that to local Thailand people. Local Thai people. I do follow a couple on Instagram, and I follow a couple of people on Facebook, and it's a common theme over there. Everybody only has one sponge filter in their tank. Then they go to the fry room. I was worried about having a 1,000 fry in a 1,000-litre tank. These guys have got like 1,000 fry in what looks to be 3 foot, maybe 4 foot. Sometimes it's a bit hard to tell on camera. But for predominantly, it looks like 99% of the tanks are like 3 by 18 by 2 or 3 by 14 by 18. I'm not quite sure which size, one of those two. One cool thing, the way they put the circles around the plate, and they put the females over the plate instead of putting a divider in. I think that's one of the main take homes I'm gonna have from this video. I really want to make those rings. It just seems like, I feel like with the female in there, they get more interaction than if it was divided, and the female can't just hide, and that way she has to get used to the male. And then you can just drop that over and not have to take it out. I definitely think that's better than a divider as far as a breeding pair go. Obviously a divider is better if you're growing them out. I think it's pretty crazy how he actually takes him up to his top breeder room and tells him. It's funny how he's got, one of the funniest thing in this video is he asks him how much the fertile camphor male is worth, and the guy says priceless. Like, honestly, I don't think anybody in the world would sell a fertile camphor male. I just don't think anyone, I think no one would. And I guess the only reason someone would is if they got sick or they're getting out of breeding. But yeah, I definitely think it's not a fish that's for sale. And one thing I learned from this video is right at the start. He says a lot of the camphor, they don't get large cock. They only have a small head. And I didn't actually know that that was a trait of camphor. I guess that was kind of news to me. I guess because of like the VHub background or something, maybe it's a lot, it just isn't there. I'm not really sure, but you see like a lot of the breeder SRDs that they're using, they definitely have the large cock. And then he was saying that they cull 90% of the fry, and they're only breeding like 10% of the fry. Anyway, I'm going to turn that off because it's pretty much finished. That was actually really hard to watch that video and talk to you guys at the same time. What was I saying? So yeah, I think you need so much space to breed camphor. It's definitely a different ball game to Super Red Dragon, and I just think if I wanted to breed camphor, I would have to dedicate my whole room to it, and I don't really think that's an option. I want to say thanks to everyone who sent me the link to the video. I went on a bit of a wormhole this afternoon, and I ended up watching quite a few of Coral Fish's videos, and I'm hooked on the channel now. I've seen his channel before, but I've never really watched it, so let me know what you think of this video. Maybe I'll do more, maybe I won't. I'm not sure yet. I don't really feel 100% comfortable in talking about someone else's video, but the fact that so many people had sent me that video, and I feel like a lot of people thought of me when they saw the video, so I thought I would do my response on it. So I think that's going to be about it for this one, guys. If you like this video, guys, give a thumbs up. If you want to see my journey of breeding super red dragons and Thai silk flower horns, hit the subscribe button. It's that little red button, same color as this shirt. Huge shout out to my sponsor, Kareen Pet Central, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.